Good morning and welcome to September 22nd, Autumnal Equinox, another episode of Ask Ellie, Intuitive Insights and Your Questions Answered. My name is Ellie Molina. I'm an international intuitive, a psychic, and I'm also a mentor, author, and educator. And today we are going to be talking about your questions answered and what it's going to take to manifest the life of your dreams and why manifesting is always working, even if it's not the way you'd like it to look. We'll talk about that today too. And so to begin today's call, I would love to start off with a beautiful prayer for the autumnal equinox, which just happened. And it happened at 9:30 this morning. And so for all of you listening now at whatever time it is, know that I have done a manifestation ritual at 9:30, and the energy of this ritual will carry over into your dreams and manifestations if you allow yourself to receive it. So for all of you here now across all time, past, present, and future, and distance and space, know that we are blessed and graced with divine love, light, and wisdom for the coming months. The protective energy of beautiful white light has been wrapped around all of us, and I have commanded and ordained for all of us from the universe and God source that our deepest and most desirous wishes, dreams, and manifestations be fulfilled for the highest good of all. So be it, and so it is. Amen. I came across a really fabulous quote this morning from a Sufi master who's still living, and his name is Murshid Waqar Faiz. And he says, generosity carries its own perfume. If you are able, then fulfill the need of another too, before they're having to ask it of you. So, with that being said, what we're going to do today is I'm going to begin answering your questions and welcoming those of you who are here on the call. Thank you for being here with me today, with us on this beautiful special day where I'm going to talk about your questions and manifesting and why manifesting is always working, only why it works for some people differently than it works for others. Or does it? Okay, I'm going to get right to the questions right now. And the first question is, hi, Ellie. I'd love to know the meaning of a dream I had last night. I saw orcas in the ocean jumping up and into the water. It happened naturally and was a surprise to me and my sister, who was really impressed by it and was repeatedly saying, wow. One swam closer to me and I felt like it was trying to connect with me somehow. I'd love to know what your insights are about this dream. It feels big, but I'm not sure what it means. I love your show, and I'm continually going back to the reading we had a few months ago as things are starting to really develop in the areas we talked about. I'm so excited. DW out of Boston. Oh, awesome, DW. I'm so excited also. And I just want to share with you, this is a very powerful dream that you had. So, two things. I do offer anybody listening to this, I do offer a dream interpretation guide. It is available on Amazon Kindle, or you can just send me an email at ellie@elliemolina.com and I will gladly send over a copy of it. It's a PDF. And so that's available for you. And DW, one of the things, this is a very inspiring dream. And I'm interpreting it a little bit differently than perhaps a dream manual would do that. And the orca is the representation in dream symbolism. The orca is a representation of you being in touch with your soul, doing soul searching and meditating. And it is the exploration of looking for spiritual guidance and making the connection between the conscious and the subconscious aspects of yourself. And it's so appropriate that you are dreaming that on today, and then we're having our call today because our call is going to be mostly about the power of the subconscious mind and manifesting. So your orcas are really symbolizing that there's movement in your life. You are going places. You need to trust your intuition. So now, without knowing exactly where you want to be going, because this can be right now, what I'm getting is this is not only a want to be going somewhere professionally, DW, what we're looking at is you making a move, and the orcas are leading the way, which is then, of course, symbolic. Your subconscious knows the way, and your conscious mind will be limiting you in terms of, okay, can we do this? The questions that you ask yourself, can we do this? Is this the right choice for me? Is this the right thing for my family? All of these questions, the limited mind and the worries and fears and doubts are going to invade in the space of hearing what your subconscious wants to say. Your subconscious is letting you know that it is fun and playful and that you can be swimming and it is going to be an oh wow experience. So I intend that this helps, like you really get clear on where it is that you want to be going, where it is and what it is that you want to be doing, and then trust your intuition and your higher self. So remove that consciousness and work with the subconscious, and more on that later. Okay, thanks, DW. All right, question number 2. One moment, I'm thinking out loud. Okay, question number 2. Hi, Ellie. I love your podcast and look forward to Tuesday morning. I love the learning session and enjoy how you help the callers. Thank you. My mother has a recent repaired femur at 92 years old. My sister lives in Germany and suggested we move there. The resources are much better there than here in Virginia, and the medical attention would be better. Of course, we have to iron out all the practical issues of moving and renting the house and getting an apartment there. Do you see this happening? Do you see this as a plan or a pipe dream? Okay, anything that you may be able to tell, I would appreciate it. TR out of Virginia. Okay, TR out of Virginia. This is there's a few questions obviously in here. So let's first start with question number 1. Is this a good idea or a pipe dream? So one of the things that's coming through for me is that you're the leader. So you're the leader in your family. You're the leader with those around you. And so once you make the decision, TR, the family will follow. So what that looks like is that it's time. Look, I don't like to influence anybody, only you have this energy around you that you already know what's next. Okay, your intuition is highly spot on. You know that it's soon going to be time to leave your current environment and where you're living. Suggestion, of course, because of the practical nature of your personality, that you not close that door behind you. So in terms of renting your home, this would be perfect. You can rent your home and you can move to Germany with mom. Know that no one knows how long she will be on this plane, and that is not for any human being to share. However, if you have the courage to follow your intuition and to make the move, this will be a wonderful opening. Remember, you can always turn around and come home. Only there's a lot of information showing here that you have been ready for a very long time to spread your wings and fly. And whether you leave your hometown that you're in right now or you move across the ocean, that's something that is not a novel idea for you. It's not a pipe dream. It is actually a very well executed plan that you've got. I do see that you're a fabulous strategist, and knowing that you start making these plans and life will take you to where you need to be. I also see, this is cute, I see a beautiful white house for you. Now, I don't know where that White House is going to be, but I see a beautiful White House for you. I do see relationship for you. I see happiness and financial freedom. And there are just steps that you need to take. And I'd love to speak to you further about this because there are some steps, especially working with your subconscious mind. And this will set you free once you have started the plan, put the ball in motion. I'm getting that you will really be set free on many different levels. So this looks like a wonderful plan. It will take some strategy and it will take some preparation and really great planning. And then off you both go. And I'm very excited for you. And let's talk more. You know where to reach me. And I'm available at ellie@elliemolina.com. And you can always schedule your session. And for those of you who are coming through Podbean, you receive a 20% discount. All you need to do is let me know that you are on the podcast and that you're coming through Podbean. So thank you very, very much. I intend that this helped TR out of Virginia. Okay. This is a long one. Here we go. Dear Ellie, I really enjoyed your podcast. It's 7 a.m. for me, which is a little too early to join, but I loved listening to the replay. And here's a question. I hope you are well. We are buried in smoke. Thank you for all you do to help us feel more centered. With everything that is happening in the world right now, I'm really struggling with anxiety, and I feel like I'm losing my faith. I meditate daily, focus on gratitude, and try to live a life full of loving kindness, but lately I just want to scream, cry, and quit every minute. My kids are schooling from home. We are buried in smoke here, so I can't go outside, and my employer is more demanding than ever. What can I do to get past this negative emotional place I feel stuck in? I'm getting ready to submit a very important grant proposal for the business I'm trying to launch, and I'm also almost ready to query agents for my children's books, but I'm not sure I'm in the right mental, creative, or spiritual place to put my best foot forward, given all of this personal stress on my plate right now. Any words of wisdom? Many thanks, KL out of Washington. Okay, so thanks, KL. This is kind of loaded on many fronts. And number one, you're dealing with circumstances. And so whenever we're dealing with circumstances, the conscious mind has to be in control over the circumstances. So imagine you are now on the ocean and you need to sail to a particular destination and reach a shore. In this case, it is the grant for your business, it is homeschooling for your children, and it is also the demands of your personal job, as well as writing and sending off the query letters for your book. So when you're on the ocean and a storm hits, which you've got, let's just say this storm has now hit, all right, and you're going to have to steer your ship in such a way, it'll have to be totally cognizant how you're steering. So, when the seas are calm, we can let the boat take us and we just go up once in a while. And imagine taking an ocean liner across the ocean. And so if you're steering that ocean liner and commanding that ship and the seas are calm, it's really easy. You go up and you just keep checking and you maintain your course and you keep going. Not a lot of problems. You can go down to have lunch and, interact with the the passengers on the ship. However, imagine now you have a huge ocean liner that you're commanding and you have just hit into an unexpected, incomprehensible storm at sea. So you're going to have to use and apply all of your cognitive functions. So in this case, the first place to start would be to maintain a clear head and a space that knowing that the air will clean and that this too shall pass and that the storm is going to be over. And so with that metaphor in mind, then you can grab hold of your family and create structure. So the first thing that you would need to do would be to set up a structure for yourself and your family so that their homeschooling will not be interfering with what it is that you're doing. Then again, KL, since you have worked with me in the past, you know there are a lot of tools in your toolbox that will provide you with the guidance that you need at this moment in time to control your thoughts. There are certain tools that you have that were provided and certain techniques, and you can use these to move you forward on this storm, but it's got to be a cognitive process. You know, example again, when you're driving your car from the supermarket to your house and the weather is beautiful, all of a sudden you're home, KL, and you don't even know how you got home. You listened to music, you were on autopilot, your subconscious took over. It was real simple. Now you're doing the same drive, and what happens is it's hailing and there's traffic and there's ice and they're all conditions, and you've got to turn off the music and you've got to focus. Driving becomes a cognitive process. And so everything that you have going on right now, if you were to maneuver all of these now, which is fine, you can. You do not need to wait to be in a better mental state. You need to create your mental state. And so if you are now to take each one of these items that you have on your list, homeschooling, your job, your writing, your query letter, and you were to put this now into an agenda and handle each one mentally present, totally cognitive, it becomes a simple, easy task for you to fulfill on. And know that once you set your intention to do this, that your ship will have set its course and its destination, and that you will be very successful right now. And I'm also going to suggest that you create an affirmation for yourself that has, I am successful, I have the Midas touch. You may want to create an affirmation for yourself that is believable for you. Only you've got to, right now, KL, you've got to take control of your ship. And you've got to get back into the helm and become the captain. And that requires being cognizant of what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're thinking, and the state that you are in and how you are being. So with that being said, my intention is that that will handle a number of the questions that you asked today. Okay. So I'd like to welcome anybody on the call. If anybody on the call right now wishes to ask a question before I move into manifesting and sharing some incredible manifesting stories, please, this is your opportunity right now. Okay, we've got someone joining us, her name Wise Mackie, and it becomes a likewise state of pregnancy. It will come to term in time, at the right time. It's first a matter of comprehension. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to, if anybody doesn't have a question right now or a concern or something, I'm going to move into part two, which is manifesting, and why manifesting works for some, and actually it works for everyone. But why do some people get the big things and other people are let's just say stuck with the things that they don't really want? Because manifesting is a form of imagination, and manifesting always works. We have this concept in our language that when we manifest something, it's got to be $1 million, or it's got to be something really fabulous like a car. Whatever it is for you, you manifest something. But on a constant daily, everybody's manifesting all the time, because manifesting is just the outward creation of our imagination, whether it is positive and we love the experience, or let's call it a negative and we're not enjoying it. So we're not enjoying the experience. However, it is the outside reflected back at you is the exact consequence or direct result of manifestations or thoughts and imaginations that you have put forward during the course of the day or the past few weeks, or maybe even years in some cases. Okay, and to start with, I want to share a couple of true life stories from clients that I have been working with. So I worked with a person, and we worked together for almost a half a year. She had been doing her work before she came to me, and then we were spiritually, psychically, synchronistically aligned and began working together. And one of her dreams was to have a beautiful multi-million-dollar home. Now, what happened is, though, she did not have a multi-million-dollar income to generate that home. However, there are a few things that she did have that were believable so that this could become a reality. And so, using many of the tools that I have in my toolbox, which I provide my clients in consulting sessions and our one on one work, and also through webinars, my client was able to take some of these tools that she had and she created her affirmations, she created her state, she created and she lived into her future now. And so, lo and behold, she manifested. First, she manifested $1 million check. And then after that, she manifested a $5 million check that would allow her to purchase the home of her dreams. So that was just one really super powerful manifestation. And it's always the kind that has us say, well, wow, well, how did that happen? How did she do that? So there are a couple of things there that are in play there are a couple of things there that are in play before something like that becomes a reality for people. And one of those things is that we have a belief that it is possible. Just really quickly, someone's calling in. I'm going to take this. Hold on, Boogie. I'm going to take your call. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Boogie. I just want you to know that this is a podcast that is on many different channels, and therefore we do want to be careful of our language and what it is that
absolutely
we're expressing to others. Hi, and welcome.
Absolutely. So, my name is Boogie Nights. I've got a drunken shenanigans show.
Oh, cool. I
It's
guess.
on late nights on Friday and Saturday nights. I've very recently executed my job, uh, as in executed, as and no, I'm just searching around and trying to find something out. You need some help
Do I,
doing
oh no,
doing
I'm
some work?
who are you talking? Oh no, I'm fine. Thank you. I answer.
No, I'm messing around. I'm messing around. I apologize. No, I'll be fine.
Do you have a question, Boogie Nights?
Yeah. What's your show about?
Okay, so
I mean, it's
yeah. I'll answer in a nutshell. So one of the things that I do, I'm an intuitive, I'm an international intuitive and a consultant and a psychic and a teacher and a mentor and an author. And so this is an opportunity for people to call in, ask psychic questions. And then in the second half of the call, I always like to teach some skill that will guide people to self-actualizing and then to
what is self-actualizing?
self-actualizing. Okay, well, that's a little bit
Is that
longer.
my one question? Did I just waste my one question?
No, there's no the one question, but I do have an agenda, Boogie Nights. So what I'm going to share with you is
No, I understand.
go to my website. It's Lely Molina MOLINA.com. Almost
Melina.
how to spell my own name. And right there, I will. There's a lot of information right there, Boogie Nights, and then you can get the information that you need, and then call in next week, and we can continue talking about it, and then you'll have a background. Okay. All right. Thanks for calling.
No, are you gonna hang up on me?
I am.
Right
I
now?
have an agenda. I'm sorry.
No, but I do have an actual question. What are your takes on demons and Ouija boards
Oh,
and
well,
thoughts and ideas?
so they're there. Again, this is a very big cosmic plane to be playing on. And I do not work in demons or any of that, and nor do I work with Ouija boards. That is an energy that I do not work with. I work with other kinds of energy, and using our subconscious mind and God source energy. So I leave that to other people. All right. Listen, I got to go. I have another question and I do have an agenda still. So thank you for calling, and save the questions or email me at ellie@elliemolina.com.
I'll never email you.
All right. Okay.
But I'd like to, but please don't hang up.
Okay. Listen, Boogie,
My
I
other
I've got to go, and I
Why don't
appreciate
make why don't we make the show about us? I understand you have an agenda.
Yes, because the show is about my clients and people who are calling in. So thanks. Okay, bye.
So I have to pay you.
No one's paying it, Boogie. This is what I get on the call, and you'll see that these questions are done for free.
No, I'm upsetting you.
No, you're not upsetting me at all, Boogie. I just have other people on the call, and I am going to take their questions also. Thank you, and you have a blessed day. Bye.
It's going to hell. But
I am sorry about that. And I do believe that that happens occasionally when we do live podcasts. So, anyway, getting back to manifesting, I called him in. All right. So, anyway, Boogie, thanks for having been on the call. And the interruption for today, I do not work with demons, nor do I work with Ouija boards. I leave that for other people and other psychics, not my thing. And I want to just turn around right now and talk about another client who manifested a marriage proposal at the Eiffel Tower. And this was done really through tremendous amount of subconscious work. And she had always wanted to get married. She wasn't even dating at the time when we started working together. And one of her visualizations was to be proposed to at the Eiffel Tower. And then she let the subconscious mind do the rest of the work. Her conscious mind worked in alignment. She did her affirmations. She did her visualizations. She did the Feel It Real sessions. She worked from the space of really utilizing the power of her subconscious mind. And then lo and behold, came as quite a surprise when the man that she had been dating and they both decided to take a trip to Paris. It was around her birthday. And then right there that evening at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower, or the top, I'm not sure right now. I do remember that right there at the Eiffel Tower, he did propose to her. And they are now happily married. And it's a fabulous little love story. And okay, I do want to just finish up and talk. Okay, Boogie, thank you. Have a great day also. All right. One of the things that I do want to talk about is, why do some people's manifestations, the big ones, come to fruition so much faster than other people's manifestations? And first of all, remember that we are always manifesting. We're manifesting because we're all tapped into the collective consciousness. So whatever it is that we're putting out there in our imagination, both the negative and the positive. And by negative, I mean, when we have these scenarios, oh, I'm going to lose this, it's not going to happen, it's our self-talk, I'm never going to be able to do that. Well, that self-talk is a manifestation. We don't see it as a manifestation. It is a manifestation, and it is an affirmation. Anything that we have following the I am, even in our self-talk, is an affirmation. So I'm never going to have this. I'm never going to get this. It's not going to work for me. Well, those are then going to be reflected back to you. And this is now, because of the time of this call right now and the limitation, we only have a few minutes to talk about this. So this is a very basic interpretation of why this works. And again, when we start to realize the power of our subconscious mind, and realize again how powerful the subconscious is. It is way more powerful than the conscious mind. We are the commanders of the subconscious mind, and we've got to be cognizant of what it is that we're thinking and what it is that we're speaking, what it is that we're doing, what state we are in, what our emotional body is doing, what our physical body is doing. And so when we are in awareness and cognizance of where we're at, we get to control what starts to be put into the subconscious mind. And then we want to start to feed the subconscious mind. Now, how do we feed the subconscious mind? We feed the subconscious mind through affirmations, that is self-talk. We feed it through visualizations. We feed it through the programming that we can do at various times of the day. We feed it with our imagination. We can feed it with prayer. Again, there are multiple ways of feeding the subconscious mind. And if you're not feeding your subconscious mind with the things that you want to be feeding it with, you will be feeding it with things that are reflected back to you from your current consciousness that has been going on around you. So again, it's a little bit more complicated than now. So I do want you to, please, I'm going to request that if you're interested in this conversation, that you sign up for my newsletter. Stay in touch with me. My newsletter is at elliemolina.com, or email me at ellie@elliemolina.com, because I will be conducting a webinar in a few weeks on the power of the subconscious mind and learning how to speak the language of your subconscious mind. So again, if you're interested in my dream interpretation book, just send me an email, or again, it's available on Amazon. And so I thank you all. And Boogie, here's the thing, this podcast is only 30 minutes and I am now almost a minute over my time. So I thank you all and look forward to connecting again in the very near future. Much love, many blessings, happy equinox. Ciao for now. Bye.